All right, everyone, welcome back. I'm Glenn.
And I'm Tonya.
She said I should say I'm Tonya. See if anybody notices. Anyways, well, we weren't too good this last week. Last week I weighed 300.8, currently 304.6. So I gained 3.8 pounds, bringing me to 82.4 pounds lost since we started.
And last week I was 135.8 pounds. Currently I'm 136.4 pounds for a gain of plus 0.6 pounds. So darn it, I have to say that I'm 29.4 pounds lost since we started. I dropped into the 20s instead of I was always at the 30 pounds lost. So
I know.
We've both been not good lately.
You know, I got sick, and then of course
I have a cough drop in my mouth right now.
She's getting sick herself.
Yeah, this is my third day.
Yeah.
Or second day, third day.
It's hard when one person gets sick without the other one getting sick.
Yeah.
You know, everything overlaps so much, and, you know, by the time I realize I'm sick, I've already been contagious for a little while, and I love to drink her soda when she's not looking. No, I didn't have any.
Mm-hmm.
But anyhow, so she's getting sick. So why don't you tell your stories?
I'll try to be fast because I always talk too much. Yeah, just being sick. You know, basically it's like, goodness sakes, we have to take our semester over for weight loss because one of my things is when I get sick, I know that I always want to eat more, and it's almost like that switch is just turned off when at least when I get sick. Like I don't even, and I know this is going to happen, but I still eat over, and I have that comfort. You know, I had potato wedges. I just have that comfort stuff, and but anyways, I'm actually, even though I gained, I'm actually in a happy mood. It's weird how that works because
she's been eating. She's happy.
But I feel optimistic where I had gained last week, but I was pretty depressed last week. But I feel optimistic. I know things are going to change. It's just we've been in a bad cycle. We need to repeat some of the lessons we had learned.
Yeah.
And I did want to tell you guys that you know, even though I'm telling you guys 1,500 and myself 1,200, no, I'm just telling myself 1,500. I never, ever, as you know, do 1,200. And as long as I don't go over 18, I'm happy. Because Glenn said, you know, I'm really confused what you're doing. Are you doing 18, 15? My limit is supposed to be, for me, just my own rule, is 1,500 calories. That's what I'm going with. However, if I don't go over 1,800, because I've kind of found that's where I need to stick with if I want to maintain or lose if I'm exercising, but it's really a maintenance if I'm not exercising, I'm okay with that. But once I start going over that, and, you know, a lot of times I ate 2,500, 3,000 calories this week, there's no question why I've gained. That's too many calories for me to maintain this weight. But, you know, the good thing is I can eat 1,800 and maintain.
Yeah.
But I can't go over, which is what I've been doing. And I haven't been exercising since I haven't been feeling good. But I know we just have to pass some of those tests that we learned before. Just play it by ear, little by little. 2 quick things. I'm going to try to use visualization in my eating like I did.
Oh, that looks really good. Real good.
Okay.
I can really see it.
But I've never said this before, but sometimes when I'm on the treadmill in the morning, when I am exercising, I'm thinking of, I'm trying to visualize my body just, you know, I mean, not the whole time or anything, just little points. I try to visualize my body. I know this is weird, I'm usually like walking on the beach or something, but like I try to visualize, like, what are my legs going to look like? What is my stomach going to look like? I try to visualize that so maybe something happens in my body and I actually will look like that. So what I'm learning though is, to me, there's nothing, this sounds so bad, there's nothing that replaces the feeling that food gives me for comfort. I really can't think of anything.
Yeah, I
and I
think a
know
lot
they
of us have that problem.
Yeah, I know they say you have to find something that replaces that. And I really don't know of anything that makes me feel so good. Because I told Glenn, it really is like fireworks are going off. Like I love getting up in the morning and just eating like by myself and just, oh, like this is so delicious.
Yeah.
It's just this feeling of relaxation and comfort. But what I'm thinking is there's one thing I've discovered that I used to do when I was little, and I do sometimes now as an adult, is I do like to read. And some days when I eat a lot for breakfast and I don't have enough calories to eat my break snacks because I want to at least eat something when I get home from work, I will bring a magazine in my lunch pail and I'll read like a magazine I like to read. And I actually do look forward to reading that magazine. Now, it's not quite as good as eating, but it's almost as good. So I'm going to try to visualize myself reading more, maybe when I'm hungry. I don't know. And I'm also going to try to visualize that black cup of coffee in the morning with my protein shake and just think about how good maybe I'm going to feel when I'm sticking to that instead of visualizing bagel with peanut butter and jelly and mocha, and then I'll have a piece of chocolate, and then it goes off edge, you know. And there was so I'm going to try to visualize like I do my body. I'm going to try to visualize my behavior. And there was one more thing I was going to say. What was it? I don't know. Will you tell your stories and maybe this is my last thing. Now this is something my grandpa used to say, which is my favorite quote in the whole world. I told you about my grandma. This is other side of the family, but my grandpa used to say, it's only half as bad as if it were twice as bad. So like when I was at work and I'd imagine twice as much stuff to do as only half, that helped me when I was working at a certain place. But I'm trying to imagine if I'm going off the deep end with my eating a bit, imagine how if I ate twice as many more calories, how much worse that would be if I went off the deep end, but why don't you stop now? And instead of we were talking about hanging on the edge. Oh, maybe that doesn't have to do with what I was saying. But it's like we keep hanging off the edge. We're still hanging on, but we'll fall a little further. We're still hanging on, but I hope someone has a net because we're not doing very well. I forgot what the point was of that conversation, but anyway.
I know we were sitting on the couch and we were talking too, and I was just trying to ask her. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, is it 1,200? Is it 1,500? Is it this and that? And it always changes. It's like because she never knows what she's gonna want, and and I told her, it's like, well, what if you were on like an island? And all you had was 1,500 calories for the whole day. You couldn't cheat. You couldn't go to the fridge. You couldn't get anything extra. You had to ration it out. But she doesn't like that. She likes to be able to, well, what if I want something else?
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the visitor that brought tacos, I said.
No, I can't remember.
Oh.
Just say it.
Oh, when you were saying about the island, and I'm like, well, you never know when someone's going to come to the island and bring you tacos or something.
Yeah, and for me, I didn't have donuts, but I had pastries, and I just kept having a little bit more, eat more, put few for later.
Yeah, if they don't have donuts at his job, they'll have those Sven Belt pastries.
Yeah.
Those little individually wrapped.
Yeah. I sent her a tweet when I was coming home. Right before I came home, I was almost off work. And I'll show what I said, but it's like, oh, I'm a little piggy. She's like, me too. So, I don't know. We haven't been doing what we're supposed to be doing this last week and the week before and the month before that.
The trial month of January.
Yeah.
It started out rocky. Hopefully that means it'll be a good year. But wow, yeah, it's like we failed this semester.
I was telling her, we were on the couch and I'm like, I don't know what has happened. Just kind of just lost that drive to just keep pushing forward and just you know, just going backwards and backwards, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. It's things I have to work on.
Well, and something I noticed too is I'm starting to develop the pattern of failing at the end of the week. I'm starting to fall into that too. Like I'm noticing that I'm good Monday through Wednesday, and this was kind of an old thing for me, a really old thing, but I'm starting to fall back into it. I'll be good Monday through Wednesday. Thursday, I'm somewhat good. Friday, it's just like, I don't know, something happens and I just want to eat like I'm, an Olympic champion or something. Yeah, like it's just,
free calories.
Yeah, free calories, Not writing these down.
Don't write these down. Don't tell no one. Anyways, that's pretty much it for me.
So I got to get out of that pattern. Yeah.
I gotta do something. So, things to work on.
Any tips? Let us know.
That's it. How the heck do you get out of this bad pattern? I know we all suffer through it. So, all I can say is keep pushing forward and try again. That's all we can do.
Try again. I still got the big girl panties, so I'm gonna pull those up.
That's it. All right. I hope you guys are doing well. Keep pushing yourself. We're going to try again. See you next week.
See you next week.